Hi, I'm Jennifer Baing, and on this episode of Café Niugini, we continue our journey through East New Britain province. We taste more Aigir cooking and a special python delicacy. Come with me as we explore East New Britain. In preparing our dish today, the Kopman family begin by setting up coconut shells and husks to form a base or food table for the coup. Kopman lays down the leaves as a bed for the coconut milk. To make the banana more flexible, Kopman strips the stalks of the banana leaves and carefully singes the leaves on the fire. The banana leaf is now complete, ready for the coup cooking process. So the heated stones are going to be placed into the coconut cream that's squeezed into this dish. It's like an organic, biodegradable cooking pot. Look at this beautiful dark green kutar that has been pounded up by Kopman. You can see that it's dark green and you know that this is rich and full of minerals. Kopman pours the crushed kurakur greens into the scraped coconut. Kopman mixes everything together and places the mixture through a homemade press which uses 2 sticks and a rice bag to squeeze the milk out thoroughly. Kopman then picks out the hottest stones with bamboo tongs and ties them one at a time with strips of banana trunk. He dips the stones into cold water to remove any dirt, and the hot stone sizzles in the coup milk, starting the cooking process. So what Kopman is doing here is he's placing the hot rocks into the coconut cream. And I can just smell this beautiful fragrance of coconuts just wafting up from this dish. I can't wait to taste this coup. Hey, please, temos esta burbuja. Please. The stone's heat has turned the milk into a thick green cream. Kopman removes excess cream from the stones. The stones have served their purpose and are bunched together to cool down. Once excess cream is removed from the rocks, the coup dip is finally ready for eating. Near the family's house cook, the women prepare chicken and ibika aigir. The ibika are separated into single leaves and placed on banana leaves. Salt is added. Scraped coconut flesh is placed inside a cloth and squeezed over the greens. Once the ibika has been thoroughly soaked in coconut milk, the hot stone cooking process begins. Kopman's wife adds large chicken pieces and more greens to the dish. Final touches of coconut milk are squeezed into the ingredients. The women fold the banana leaves in to seal the hot stones, coconut milk, greens and chicken into a food parcel. The sweet aroma of coconut begins to fill the air, making us eager to taste this delicious food. After simmering for some time, the women unwrap the aigir and peel away the layers of banana leaves to reveal a moist and coconut-infused ibika and greens to create a delicate melting pot of flavor, color, and juiciness. Let's try this aigir. It's so smooth. You can really taste how deeply infused the ibica leaves and the chicken are with that garlic and ginger. It's just beautiful. Wow, let's have a taste of this beautiful green ku. This ku is just so full of flavor. It's creamy, it's moist, and extremely delicate and beautiful in flavor. Now let's taste this chicken and ibica aigir. The aigir is just so full of flavor. You can really tell how deeply infused the ibica and the chicken are with that garlic and ginger. It's just divine. Kokopo town is the central depot for dinghies, who run transportation services to island communities off the mainland. These boats carry passengers and cargo to outlying islands and return with fresh fish and seafood for selling at the food markets. These dinghy skippers provide a much-needed waterway taxi service that helps sustain the local economy. In the heart of town is East New Britain's provincial market, also known as Kokopo Market. Everybody from all over the province travels to Kokopo Market to trade their crafts, textiles, fresh fruits and vegetables. The market also provides an opportunity for fishermen to sell seafood and salted dried fish. The province's largest network of vegetable growers come to sell everything from cooking bananas and capsicums to fresh greens. Rebecca, Rita and I drive along the main street and into the car park to check out firsthand if this market lives up to its reputation as one of East New Britain's and Papua New Guinea's finest markets. We're here at the Kokopo markets and it's Sunday. We're going to be getting some karakap, which is a common green that's cooked up in East New Britain. Rita, which one are we going to get? This one here? So this is the karakap. You can see that it's got really big, beautiful leaves. Now, the karakap is often cooked up when people have malaria, so it's used to treat it as well. These are some roasted peanuts. They're actually locally known as payaman peanuts because they've actually been dried and roasted on top of a cocoa ferment tree. Let's have a try, Rita. Deliciously crunchy and sweet too. So here we have some locally grown tomatoes. Don't be deceived by the size and the shape and color. These are actually really jam-packed full of vitamins and very crunchy, just delicious. Now here we have some really beautifully bundled shallots. Now these are really great to eat when you've got a cold and also to keep the colds away. Here we have some oranges from Watum Island. Now these are locally grown. Now these are jam-packed full of nutrients and vitamins because they come straight fresh from the garden. You might be deceived by the green color of the skin, but this orange from Watum Island is very sweet and juicy. I'm going to taste it. Bursting full of flavor. Just delicious. Here we have some local banana chips. These are produced in Kokopo, and the bananas are shaved, dried, and then fried, just for a nice tasty snack. Let's have a taste. Beautifully crunchy, and they've been lightly salted. Much better than anything that you'll buy in the store. So here we have the local pawpaw mangoes. You can see the beautiful flesh, juicy flesh inside. So mangoes are really high in natural sugars and vitamin C. Let's have a taste. This is just bursting with flavor. It's so deliciously sweet and there's no strings in it. Such a beautiful, beautiful mango. Rita, let's get some more.
Okay, get it.
This is the local takeaway here in Kokopo and East New Britain. It's called karamap in Tokpisin or totogor. So the really great thing about the takeaway, this totogor, is you're not going to be receiving any toxins in your body with this packaging. It's 100% biodegradable, organic and natural. And not just that, it keeps it hygienic as well, so no flies can sit on the food, and it acts as a preservant. So inside the totogor, you have everything you need in a nutritious meal. You have your greens, which are high in minerals, your carbohydrates in the banana for energy, and you have your beautiful fresh fish for protein. 100% naturally made in Papua New Guinea. So here in the market, we've got what's locally known as solpis, or salted fish. Now, these are tunas which have been traded with fishing boats that come into the waters here. And the locals exchange fruits and vegetables for the solpis. Then they smoke it and salt it and bring it here to the market for sale. Our next stop is Vunakabi Village, located in Toma, Vunadidir LLG of Gazelle District. The head chief, Ezekiel Bowen, was waiting with a gift to welcome me into the village. Abinun tambul, tambul blomi, abinun tru.
Kalban mi giwim desala present blomi long you.
Thank you.
Desala big plus something blomi plal tolai. Mi plus awi usim long by Mary, bokim custom longin.
Okay.
That's why na mi giwim ulo desala.
All right. Thank you, Stre Tambo man. Thank you. God bless you. Thank you, Stre. Tambo Mary. Thank you, Stre. God bless you. Thank you, Stre. Well, bless me to one time. Okay, thank you. Everybody at Vunakabi were curious to see the film crew in action and sat down to watch the Mapin-na-mapa dish while chewing their buai. The Bowen family women first removed the stems of the taro leaves. Next, Evodia Bowen finally chops up the taro leaves. Evodia cuts the stalk from the taro tuber. Evodia then removes the skin, revealing a nice white pink flesh which is cut into pieces. She layers the shredded taro leaves over the taro pieces and sprinkles salt on. Leaf by leaf, Evodia wraps up the mixture with banana leaves into a big parcel. She uses the banana leaves' own stems to tie up the parcel. Once tied, the parcel becomes a nice bundled up present for the mumu pit to be slowly roasted over fire-heated rocks. The Mapin-na-mapa is covered with hot rocks and left to cook for a few hours. After a good buai chewing session, I think these men are keen, like me, to taste the Mapin-na-mapa. Once ready, Evodia removes the rocks, unraveling a roasted leafy Mapin-na-mapa ready to be eaten. With a sweet scent of roasted coconut wafting through the air, interested onlookers start to gather. Banana leaf layers are peeled off, revealing a moist and perfectly prepared Mapin-na-mapa. Chief Buin's grandchildren run over with the family dog to check out what's being cooked up. So, Evodia is just dishing up some Mapin-na-pa. Mapina means taro leaf and pa is actually the taro. Let's have a taste of this delicious looking Mapin-na-pa. It just tastes so delicious and full of flavor. It's rich and creamy, and I can really taste the infusion of the banana leaves and the roasted taro in that. It's just divine. Thank you, Evodia. So beautiful and tasty. Thank you.
And good pla kai kai. You kai kai na you strong.
Thank you, Steve. All right. Evodia, you mi kai kai. I'm sweet no gutru ya. The next morning, we get up extra early for the beginning of the Tolai Warwargira and Mask Festival. The prestigious event opens every year with a traditional Tumbuan ceremony. Tourists, East New Britain Islanders and other Papua New Guineans converge on the sandy shores of Koravi Beach to witness a men's ceremony from the Duke of York Islands. The clan's chiefs watch closely to ensure the men follow strict cultural protocols in correctly presenting the ceremony. In unison, mysterious magic men known as duk-duks shake their leaf costumes and conical masks to dance and lead the male initiates into shore. Like us, tourists record and photograph this captivating and live ceremony. Finally, the men have their backs tapped with a special stick to signify the completion of the ceremony. The Tolai Warwargira celebrates the diverse traditions and cultures of East New Britain and the New Guinea Islands region. This event is also home to PNG's National Mask Festival, which showcases artisan works and live performances of invited culture groups from other parts of the country. Once a year, for 1 week in July, thousands of people gather in Kokopo to showcase their sing-sing acts, traditional costumes, musical talents and contemporary dances to the rest of Papua New Guinea and the world. The Tolai Warwargira and National Mask Festival has been running successfully for over 2 decades and has become one of PNG's premier calendar events. Thanks to support from the East New Britain Provincial Government, the National Cultural Commission and the business community, this festival continues to entertain and educate people about the importance of culture and community. This fantastic festival guarantees you a dynamic cultural journey and unique experience that you will not forget. At the Tolai Warwargira festival, one of the main spectacles is roasted python, cooked in an earth oven or a mumu. This is a special delicacy prepared by the Kutar people of Gazelle district. The women peel sweet potato and wash clean the tubers in water. Next, the women strip fern leaves from their stalks and place them in a dish. The dead pythons are held up in the air and coconut milk is squeezed inside the snake's flesh through its side. The snake is then tied with string so the coconut milk is sealed in to marinate the meat inside. I couldn't help feel a little sorry for these helpless snakes. However, I am assured that the python delicacy is a strong cultural tradition and the meat is a rich source of protein. Leaves are laid down on the ground to act as a base for the ingredients. The women wrap up the coconut marinated snake with the fern greens in layers of banana leaves. After all the ferns and snake meat has been layered together and wrapped up, the women tie everything together conveniently with bush rope. The parcel now resembles a present like a gift ready to be laid on the stones. The fire dies down and the stones are now hot enough for cooking. Once the food parcel has been laid on the hot rocks, the women cover it up with taro leaves and earth. After several hours of baking, the python is ready. Stone cooking is a highly resourceful way of preparing meals. These stones will be used many times over and act as a perfect heating agent to slow cook everything from meats, vegetables, and leafy greens. The earth oven cooks everything with its natural juices. Everybody seems to be very excited about the snake meat, but I feel a little nervous at the thought of eating such an exotic and unusual food. I am offered a piece of snake, and moving away from the crowds, I gather up the confidence to taste this unique delicacy. Wow, the people of East New Britain eat so many different types of meat. I can tell you the truth that I'm a little bit unsure about it, but let's have a taste and see what it's like. It's quite good actually. It's a firm flesh and it actually tastes a bit like chicken. Not bad. So we've reached the end of our food journey here in East New Britain. Such a journey full of colours and scenes and foods and beautiful people. A wonderful experience. So much so, I had to take some seedlings back with me. If you have a food story you'd like to share with us, please go to our Café Niugini website. Until next time, goodbye and God bless.